Hello, welcome back to the channel. This video is a update on my Death Guard army, which are actually Bringers of Decay, one of the Black Legion's warbands, followers of Nurgle. From the previous update, there's only a couple of new models which I've run in this, which is not the full collection. It's just my most recent 2,000 point list. I've run a few lists in 10th edition with various degrees of success, but this list played recently and lost, but that was a couple of major errors on my part. One, I forgot about sticky objectives, so I wasted a unit being sat on my home objective for 2 turns, hoping to get a secondary that meant that I needed my home objective, because the main mission was the I can't remember its exact name. It's the one with the Alpha and Omega disappearing objectives. And yeah, so I could have got about 15 points at the end if I'd have played a bit smarter. The other mistake I made was I held on to 2 secondary cards for 2 turns, which were assassinate and bring it down, but I failed due to poor dice rolling to kill his Hive Tyrant. It was sat on one of the objectives, and yeah, that would have been a big point swing for me if I'd have pulled it off. But for 2 turns I rolled nothing but 1s and 2s, so yeah, that's the way it goes. Anyway, the list, I tend not to play the list exactly the same 2 games running, but I would like to give this one another go because it was quite fun. New into 10th edition for me is the Chaos Spawn, which I think I put one model up off eBay, and the other one was an Amble that I bought in a job lot off a mate. And yeah, paint him green and call him a Chaos Spawn. And then I had to cobble together some Nurgling units in order to bring my Great Unclean one. He did okay. He came into the centre of the board and was a complete nuisance. But yeah, for all his efforts, it wasn't a game-winning ploy. I think one of the handicaps for this army is definitely the movement. I mean, the Death Shrouds moving 4 and the tactical Marines, yeah, Plague Marines moving 5 is a real problem. But obviously the Rhinos help with the combat Marines getting up closer to the enemy, and obviously deep strike with the Terminators. But I think they came in and the twist for the mission was delayed reserves, but I rolled really well and none of my reserves were delayed, which was lucky because I had all of the right hand side of the set out here in reserve, and they all came in turn 2, but every single one of them failed their charge. So yeah, they were hanging in the wind for my opponent's turn 2, and then by the time turn 3 came around, he had loads of board presence. My units were struggling to get into positions where they would make a difference, and yeah, I think I called it at the end of turn 3 because there was no way I was going to win despite being slightly ahead on points at that stage. Okay, so yeah, this might be the format I do these videos for 10th, is just to throw down the 2,000 point lists I play from time to time and update them that way, rather than setting out whole collections. But I have got a couple of new armies in the pipeline, so they may get put down and videoed later on in this year. Anyway, thanks for watching.